During the 2020 Bihar elections, people sensed something unusual. The results looked very different from what voters had expected. Almost every exit poll predicted a strong win for the opposition. But the actual results were completely opposite. Such a huge mismatch is extremely rare. The real issue isn't the EVMs themselves, but the lack of transparency. Only 5 VVPAT slips per constituency are verified. Why not count them all? Many candidates claimed their leads mysteriously vanished during late counting rounds. Some were even denied entry into counting centers. Form 17C records the exact votes cast at each booth, but many candidates said they never received it. Without it, verifying vote counts becomes impossible. All morning, news channels showed the opposition winning, but by evening, every channel flipped the story. This synchronized shift raised many eyebrows. Dozens of seats were decided by just a few hundred votes. And strangely, almost all of these close seats went to one side. Dozens of seats were decided by just a few hundred votes. And strangely, almost all of these close seats went to one side. Videos showed unusual movement near strong rooms. Trucks entered without clear explanation, and many candidates were kept away from the site. Throughout the controversy, the Election Commission stayed largely silent. Instead of addressing concerns directly, it issued only generic statements. Even in seats with razor-thin margins, recount requests were rejected. Recounts are a normal democratic safeguard, yet most were denied. Some trends can be explained naturally, but many patterns together raise questions. It's not just one irregularity, it's the combination. India has a long history of election manipulation, from booth capturing to administrative pressure. Technology alone doesn't guarantee fairness.
When institutions stop responding clearly, public trust declines. Even normal events start looking suspicious when people feel unheard. Thousands of citizens took to social media, analyzing booth data and spotting inconsistencies. People themselves became investigators overnight. Statisticians flagged a strange pattern. The odds of so many wins were extremely low. Experts ran probability tests and found clustering of razor-thin margins unusually concentrated for one alliance. That clustering is a red flag worth investigating. Even without machine tampering, human influence can alter outcomes. Pressure on local officials during counting can tilt razor-close seats. Reports suggested decisions like rejecting small batches of ballots or delaying counts in specific booths, actions that quietly change totals. Transparency would have helped. Give every candidate Form 17C, allow recounts in tight races, and increase VVPAT verification. Ensure candidate presence at counting tables, publish CCTV footage, and make Form 17C distribution routine. These steps build trust quickly.
Rathi clarifies he isn't accusing the entire election of fraud. He says the unusual patterns and lack of transparency make the results deserving of investigation.
He urges citizens to demand clarity from institutions. In a democracy, asking questions is not dissent, it's accountability. Whether or not the Bihar election was tampered with, the trust deficit is real. Democracies must protect procedures and confidence equally.
The fix is simple: transparency, routine audits, and institutional accountability. If we demand, let's zoom into one constituency decided by just a few hundred votes. Early trends showed a clear lead. Residents and party workers recorded odd events, locked gates, restricted entry, and unexplained delays.
Citizen analysts compared booth-level turnout and vote share. Some booths showed turnout or vote swings that didn't match nearby patterns, prompting deeper questions.
International observers say transparency is key. Even perceived irregularities can damage democratic reputation abroad. Candidates can file election petitions, request recounts, and pursue legal remedies. But legal processes are lengthy and require solid documentary proof. Check primary documents, corroborate eyewitness accounts, and be cautious with viral clips. Healthy skepticism should be paired with verification.
File RTIs, request public release of 17C, support independent audits,
Data and decide for yourself. Morning, exit polls and early trends favored the opposition. Midday, a pause in updates. Evening, quick recap. Exit poll mismatch, missing Form 17C, denied recounts, suspicious strong room footage contour, all compiled visually.
Analysts say patterns require audit. Data anomalies deserve examination. Transparency would resolve most doubts.
Critics point out late-counted rural booths and natural polling variants. These are possible explanations why, but they don't remove the need for documentation and audits.
Read margins, check sample size, compare neighboring booths, and look for clustering. Small spikes can indicate anomalies worth deeper digging.
VVPAT prints a paper slip for each vote.
Currently, only a few slips are counted randomly. Full verification.
Viral videos can both uncover wrongdoing and spread false leads. Always check original clip context, date, and source before sharing. Screenshot viral clips, note timestamps, backup raw footage, and store copies in multiple secure locations. Proper preservation strengthens legal claims.
Immediate steps. Collate evidence, file RTIs for 17C, request independent audits, and contact local representatives. Viewpoints. Always question power. But pair skepticism with verification. Collect evidence, check. During the counting process for the Bihar election, several key roles are essential. Let's look at who is present and what exactly they do. These missions. A recount begins with a formal request, verification of Form 17C, supervised retallying, and final certification.
Myth: EVMs are easily hacked. Fact: EVMs are standalone and not internet connected. Concerns are about process transfer. Forms, seals, logs, and timestamps create an audit trail. Proper documentation lets independent parties verify each step and resolve disputes fairly.
One-off clerical mistakes can happen. Systematic patterns, consistent anomalies across many booths signal deeper issues and need broader inquiry. Checklist. Secure Form 17C copies, archive CCTV and raw footage, file formal recounts, and consult legal counsel. Document every step.
Test informants. Form 17C lists the total votes recorded at a polling station, including valid, invalid, and votes per candidate.
Leads. Postal ballots are collected separately, verified for eligibility, and counted, often before EVM tallies. In one constituency, a formal recount corrected counting errors and reversed the result. This shows why recounts and documentation can be decisive.
Journalists should verify primary documents, avoid sensational headlines, present counterpoints, and clearly label.
If you need answers, approach the returning officer, the district election office, or file an RTI with the Election Commission. These are the official channels for clarification.
Current safeguards include sealed EVMs, VVPAT paper trails, random checks, and strong room custody rules. Candidates often wait hours outside counting halls, watching trends shift on screens. Denied access or delayed information.
From outrage to confusion to calls for audits, social feeds reflected a range of reactions. The diversity of voices shows why transparent answers matter.
Step 1. Draft precise request first. Step 2. Address to the right election office. Step 3. Pay RTIC and submit. Before you share, 1. Check timestamp, quicken, reverse image, or search video origin. 3. Look for corroboration from other sources. If unsure, don't forward.
Short answer: no. EVMs are standalone devices without internet connectivity. Most concerns relate to physical handling and process, not remote hacking.
An audit compares VVPAT slips to EVM totals, verifies chain of custody logs, reviews CCTV. If a clip looks alarming, pause. Ask for sources, request primary documents, and encourage calm discussion rather than immediate amplification. Next episodes, deep data analysis, legal case studies, and a technical breakdown of EVM/VVPAT. Subscribe and read the description to follow the full series. If you look at the 2020 Bihar election data, it highlights why transparency is key. Citizens and analysts need to demand these specific datasets from the Election Commission.
You don't need fancy software. Use spreadsheets to compare neighboring booths, map turnout changes, and plot margins.
In one district, postal ballots showed unusual rejection rates compared to similar constituencies. That discrepancy triggered a focused RTI and legal follow-up. Chain of custody needs timestamped logs, seals, authorized signatures, CCTV logs, and limited access records. Any gaps undermine confidence. Step report dates. With full booth data, auditors could recreate timelines, match VVPAT to EVM, verify postal batches,
Ask permission, state your name and date on camera, record what you saw precisely, avoid speculation, and save the raw file with timestamp metadata.
Independent audits provide transparent findings, public reports, and recommendations. When done openly, they restore confidence and improve future processes.
principles. If data is denied, file an RTI appeal, approach election tribunals, document every refusal, and involve independent. Lawyers want original 17C copies, timestamped CCTV, preserved raw footage, postal ballot logs, and police. By the end of this series, you'll know how to request data, verify evidence, run basic analysis, and take organized civic action. Using the polling station log, CCTV timestamps, and VVPAT checks, we can reconstruct a booth's timeline minute by minute to spot unexpected gaps. Analysts run simple tests: expected distribution versus observed. When many booths sit far outside expectations, statisticians flag it for further review.
The Satures. Form small local teams, assign roles: data collector, archivist, legal contact, and keep a shared secure template. State requester name, specify record straw, date range, preferred format, and contact details. Keep it precise and formal.
When sampling VVPATs, randomly select booths publicly, record the counts on camera, and compare them to EVM tallies. Involve NGOs when you need legal aid, independent audits, or help amplifying documented evidence. They include raw data, methodology, code or spreadsheets, clear caveats, and sources. Make files downloadable and invite independent replication.
Pushes. Be careful. Avoid trespassing or tampering. Record eyewitness accounts with permission. Avoid releasing private personal data. Track RTIs in a simple spreadsheet. Request ID, date filed, agency, deadline for response, status owners. Record carefully, store securely, verify before you share, and escalate through formal channels. Transparency helps voters, strengthens parties, reassures institutions, and even improves investor confidence. It's a public good with wide benefits. Courts expect admissible evidence, originals, verified chains, and corroborated testimony. Present them clearly, and you strengthen your petition. Transparent campaign finance helps spot undue influence. Request disclosures, track big expenditures around counting, and correlate funding spikes with suspicious activity.
Enjoy. Young people can volunteer to archive footage, run simple data checks, mobilize RTI drives, and spread.
If evidence is raw or uncorroborated, pause and verify. If it's documented and corroborated, publish with caveats.
If evidence is raw or uncorroborated, pause and verify. Publish with caveats. Responsible timing prevents harm. 3 quick wins. File RTI for 17C, archive raw clips you find, and start a shared spreadsheet to log anomalies. Start today, build momentum. From data to documents to people, the evidence story relies on records, verification, and civic diligence. Together, they build the full picture.
Credits, citizen analysts, and legal advisors. Download templates and data from the description and follow the next episodes for detailed toolkits. Question power, verify facts, protect evidence, and act with patience. Civic duty is both a right and a responsibility. Collect evidence ethically, obtain consent, redact personal data, store securely, and share only what's necessary.
Transport is a vulnerable step. Timestamped seals, escorts, CCTV in transit, and public logs reduce tolerances. Best practices. Published booth-level data. Routine post-election odds. Public changes. Use spreadsheets, open-source mapping tools, shared drives, and public repos for code. Templates for RTIs and combine related 8-second clips into 1 to 3 minute episodes. Open with the host, insert 3 to 6 evidence clips, add an end card